The Shadowlands Prepatch has been released, and with it, the new player experience was introduced. I tested the new player experience on my stream, and in this video you will get an overview on what to expect from it, either as a new player or a returning player. After creating your character in the reworked character creation screen, you will have the option to choose between two different starting zones. The first option is to start in one of the well-known starting zones that have existed in WoW for quite a while. But the focus of this video is the second option, which is the new starting zone Exile's Reach. Once you start your journey, you will be greeted by an intro cinematic that introduces you to the scenario. You are on board of an Alliance ship, which is on a mission trying to rescue your fellow Alliance soldiers from an island. You are first introduced to the controls of WoW. Nothing too crazy if you have played an MMO, but definitely a nice addition if you are completely new to gaming. Furthermore, the game will introduce you to the combat system, how to target your enemies and how to cast your spells. Shortly after, a storm is approaching and you are shipwrecked. Arriving on the island you are supposed to rescue the Alliance soldiers from. Your first quests are pretty basic. You have to fight murlocs, to collect some first aid kits, to heal the wounded cast ashore. The tutorial doesn't stop here, because when you find a new item, the tooltips will show you how to equip it. Also, every time you level up, you will be shown how to bind your spells to the taskbar. Likewise, there's another tutorial quest that is class specific. I was playing a mage and it would show me how to cast Frostbolt to slow down my enemies, and cast Fire Blast, which is an instant cast ability once your enemy gets close. Subsequently, you will have to fight your way through a Quillbore cave, and immediately after, you will be introduced to an event type of quest. You are going to scout the Quillbore Necromancers with an Apache attack helicopter just to enlarge one of the nearest boss, to crush the Necromancer's party and kill the Necromancer in charge. There are two more quests to complete. The first one will lead you into a spider cave, where you have to rescue some more trapped expedition members from the spider's cocoons. Additionally, you will have to fight a big skeleton guy that is holding an Alliance druid hostage for sacrifice. On the way to the second mentioned quest, you will notice that there is a trapped light elemental that you can help out. He will give you an item to activate the 4 surrounding pillars that will set him free. Completing the quest will award you with a speed boost called Light Speed, which will increase your movement speed by 60% for 10 minutes, making the leveling experience more fun. Going further, you will have to kill some harpies, burn their totems and rescue your dwarven ally. The rescue mission leads to a dark model citadel. You will be transformed into an ogre illusion, in which you will have to go to the ogre castle. The quest alongside it will teach you how to interact with players by waving at the ogre leader by using chat commands. Next up, you will have to collect quest items from special enemies, slay some ogres and burn the catapults. The zone does a great job of introducing you to the dungeon system of Shadowlands. Your final quest will be to queue up for a dungeon called Dark Maul Citadel. Finding a dungeon group took me like 2 seconds, because there are a lot of players trying out the new zone. The dungeon itself will be run by a group of 3 players and 2 NPCs. You and the 2 other players will be playing as damage dealers. One of the NPCs will be tanking and the other one will be healing your group. The enemies you will have to fight in this dungeon are way stronger than the ones you had to deal with so far, so you will have to work together with your party members to take them out. The dungeon has 2 boss fights, and both of them will introduce you to some important mechanics for WoW's endgame. One boss, for example, will interrupt your spell casting. Once you have defeated the leading necromancer of the Dark Mauls, a dragon is going to be resurrected that you will have to fight. Again, this fight will introduce you to more boss mechanics like ground target abilities you will have to avoid. Both of the bosses will drop some good loot for beginners, but I wasn't as lucky because I didn't get any of the gear. Once you're zoned out of the dungeon, you will be making your way to Stormwind, arguably the Alliance's most important city. The city will be shown to you in a cinematic trailer, after which you get a tour around the city.
Azeroth faces countless threats. Bold heroes are needed to rise up and defend her. For the Alliance!
By now you are already level 10. You will have a bunch of spells, and now it's time to choose your specialization. I decided to go with Mage's Frost spec, because that's what I played in Classic. In addition to choosing a spec, you will get your first mount that increases your traveling speed significantly. At the beginning there aren't a lot of mounts to choose from, but in your future journey you will be able to get more mounts. The next thing on the list is setting your home. You will have to visit the inn and set your Hearthstone to Stormwind so you will be able to teleport back to it if you find yourself lost on the big world of Azeroth. From this point onward you will be getting the first quest towards Battle for Azeroth, Warcraft's latest expansion before Shadowlands. You will have to see the King of Stormwind for an introduction to the upcoming questline. Starting from here, you will embark on your next journey. Let's talk a bit about what the new player experience gets right. We have talked already about the mechanics the game teaches you in order to play the game efficiently, and they are wrapped in a compelling scenario. You will learn everything from fighting to managing your inventory, but also certain endgame mechanics to prepare you on your continuing journey through Azeroth. The entire storyline is enhanced by various side activities. I was able to find 3 chests on Exile's Reach containing gear for your character or some items to sell for gold at the vendor. Generally speaking, the quests are written in a compelling way, making the rescue mission feel alive. The story is also told through dialogues between the main characters of Exile's Reach and paint a good picture of what you can expect from WoW's storyline. Same thing goes for the quest design itself. You have your ordinary collect X amount of Y or kill this many enemies. But there are also the event quests that we talked about, and at the end, a dungeon quest. So far, I can only report positive things about Shadowlands' new player experience, and I'm certain you will like it too. Indeed, I'm looking forward to play with the Battle for Azeroth storyline, and I might do that on my stream as well.